you look at all the top players in the world, one thing they have is an extremely high level of technique and tactical insight, and that's probably something that hasn't been developed a lot here, and is a challenge because the players are very robotic in the way they behave, and you need players who can think for themselves, make good decisions with the ball. They're key ingredients for top level players, which are lacking here. But if I look at Indian players in general, they're not physically dominant. They're not going to be as dominant as, say, some of the top European nations, the African nations. But what they have is they're very quick. They're very quick and agile. And I think that sort of characteristic suits a more technical game. A technical game which involves keeping the ball on the ground, building the game up from the back, and not playing long balls. Because if you don't have strikers who are going to win every ball and every second ball, well then this is not a game that's going to suit your country and the style of play. Every club should have a full youth system. I mean, you can't have professional clubs who don't have youth systems. And like I take for example the club I've joined, really good intentions, but you've got 2 coaches for 4 youth teams. And that's not satisfactory for someone who's been so successful for so many years. I mean, there should be a full-scale youth development system. There should be their own club training grounds, which we don't have either. So a lot of these ingredients are important if you want to start developing top players. If not, you just develop players that are good enough to play within India and they do well, but they're not going to be exceptional and they're not going to be able to get outside of India and make a mark. And then the federation, they've made some really big inroads in the last 2 years with the elite academy and everything, but it's got to improve tenfold. And then when you get onto scouting, you need people that are all looking for a similar style of player, and the other big issue you have here is age cheating, and I think that's still happening. It's still happening, and state federations have got to take responsibility for that and stop worrying about if the under 14 or the under 15 team win a tournament, and worry about is the kid the right age and what's the best way to develop him for the next 5-6 years.